The USU project team welcomes you. We are developing specialized software. We present to your attention a program for network marketing. The program starts from a shortcut on the desktop. Then the login window appears. Each user works under an individual login, which is password protected. Please note that the user is not a distributor. You won't have a huge number of distributors, but only full-time employees of the organization will keep records. Employees can have individual access rights so that they see only the information that is within their authority area. Only the director will see all analytical reports that are available under the main role. We go to the program under the main role to see all the available features. The program is very simple. The user menu is located on the left. It consists of only 3 sections: modules, directories, and reports. First, the settings are set in the directories. It is in the directories that each organization can draw up its marketing plan with the necessary list of qualifications. You can come up with any names for qualifications that will be assigned to distributors. It is necessary to indicate the position of each qualification so that it is clear in what order the participants will achieve these titles and regalia. For example, we will call the lowest qualification Courier. Universal Accounting System is professional software, so it allows you not only to keep records, but also to visualize information so that it is easy to perceive. Therefore, all users can assign a picture to each qualification. You can choose from a rich collection of images divided into groups. What is the word courier associated with? With a walking man. Therefore, we can choose just such an image. The higher the qualification, the more impressive the picture can be. For example, we will assign the image of a king to the highest qualification. Now you can customize each qualification to fit your organization's marketing plan. First of all, these are the percentages that each participant will receive. They are set on the first tab, Interests for Distributors. Members can earn percentages from both personal sales and sales from different levels of their group. For example, those who qualify as intern will receive 18% from their sales and 5% from sales of first-line distributors. And participants with a title of manager will already be able to receive income from the second line of their group. You can easily set the percentages the way you want. The USU Intellectual Program supports a different percentage depending on the number of accumulated points. For example, the Courier qualification has a minimum of 15% and a maximum of 18% with 250 points scored. Having a lowest qualification is not very profitable, so each participant will strive to move to the next level. You can specify what is required for this in the program settings. For example, let's highlight the second qualification, which is called Intern. To the right of the name, you can see that in order to achieve this regalia, a participant needs to score 750 points of personal selling. Moreover, it is required to do this for the previous 3 months. There are also requirements not only for personal sales, but also for the number of group members. We list them on the second tab. For example, to qualify as an intern, you need to have 3 couriers in the first line of your tree. And to become a manager, it is already required that 5 people in the first line grow to the level of intern, and so on. To make participants even more eager to complete the plan and get a new title, you can assign a large one-time bonus for assigning a new qualification. This is done on the third tab. The amount of the premium can be set in different currencies since network marketing now easily goes beyond the borders of a certain state. But in order to not pay the bonus just like that, there is also the opportunity to list certain requirements for the number of points scored by the group. Moreover, here the USU program supports a more complex algorithm for checking the activity of group members. it is possible not only to set the group sales volume per month, but also to specify how many months in a row you need to score a certain number of points. Moreover, when calculating group sales, it is possible to take into account the scores of not all group members without exception, but only certain qualifications, so that it does not happen that distributors with the lowest qualifications, of which the majority, by their contributions alone, will earn a bonus to all the higher ones. Distributors may receive monthly bonuses. In our example, the two highest qualifications have bonus accruals. Managers will receive 5% as bonuses from all heads of department in the group, starting from level 6 and below. And whoever grows up to the general manager will already receive bonuses not only from the heads of department, but also from ordinary managers. That's it. See how a professional accounting system combines a large number of features with ease of customization. All settings are located in one single directory, which you can fill in according to your own marketing plan without having to reprogram the program. Next, let's see the main work with distributors. If the settings were in the directory, then the main daily work is carried out in the module, which is called distributors. For clarity, some people have already been included in the demo version. They were giving fictitious names. First distributor, second, third, and so on. Each participant can be assigned not only a name, but also an ID. If you start working in our program and you have not used ID codes before, then you do not need to invent them. The program itself will assign a unique numerical identifier to each partner. On the left side of spreadsheet, in the yellow column, we see the name of the mentor for each participant. You have a tabular view of the information, but you also have the option to display all the records in a tree view to better understand the relationships. Here we see the main partner. If you open it, his boards will become visible. Such branches can be opened a large number. This is why this representation is called a tree. The picture next to the name of each participant corresponds to his rank. Universal Accounting System itself will analyze what is missing for this person to assign the next qualification. You can read this information in text form and assess at a glance as a percentage that the participant completed to achieve the next goal. Thus, you have a great possibility to concentrate solely on sales and increase the number of agents. Our intellectual program will take all complex calculations of an unlimited number of partners. On the right side of the screen, you can see detailed statistics for each person. Hierarchy for all higher partners, data of the direct mentor, number of personally attracted dealers and how many attracted by the group, distribution of downstream partners by levels, amount of funds spent, the number of accumulated points for a different period of time, personal and group sales volumes, dispersed funds, and remaining debt. It is possible to save a photo in the database in order to know each participant by sight. Double-clicking on any person will display a table view with that person. Here too, the necessary statistical information is presented, which, for greater clarity, is divided into columns of different colors. Yellow column of a table, mentor. Orange columns, the number of people involved, personally by the participant and his group. Green fields are financial contributions. Blue columns, accumulated points for the period. Purple columns show accounting and mutual settlements with the participant. You can work in both views, table view and tree view. Each has its own advantages. You can fully expand or collapse the tree view. It is also possible to use a search at the top of the screen to instantly find the right person. Now let's talk about how the participants of multi-level marketing, abbreviated MLM, earn. To make money, a distributor needs to sell. He can sell both goods and services. What will be included in the nomenclature directory that can be sold? Everything is as simple as possible. The program has the ability to work with different price lists. For example, distributors from different countries can be priced in different currencies. It also indicates the number of points that the dealer will earn when selling each type of product. Sales are marked in a special module, which is called Sales. Let's right-click on the top and select the Add command. So the fact of the sale is added. Now let's just select the desired distributor. And below we'll list the products that he purchases on this day. If we now switch to the tree view, we will see that the agent who bought the products has a personal sales volume, and all of his hired curators have a group sales. After the sale, points are added to participants. At the end of each month, the results are summed up, and virtual points are converted into real money. The conversion takes into account the rate of points, which, if necessary, can be changed periodically. The USU program summarizes the results automatically. To do this, in the Distributors module at the end of the month, it will be enough to click on the Make Accruals action. Even if you have a large number of people in the database, the program will quickly analyze the entire amount of information, select a percentage, calculate remuneration and bonuses, assign new qualifications and a financial bonus to those who complete the plan. At the same time, an employee of the company will receive pop-up notifications for those distributors who will need to be congratulated on their new qualifications. And all the congratulations will be recorded in the work plan so that you don't forget about anyone if you plan to congratulate the agents not immediately but the next day. If you do not congratulate each participant personally, you can set up an automatic SMS distribution with these good news. You can view and control accruals from several places at once. First of all, in the module of the same name, you can see accruals for any period of time. According to the column Type of Accrual, it will immediately be clear whether this reward is for a personal sale or for a sale made by a member of your group. In the Sales module, it will be possible to view, in the context of each transaction, to whom and in what amount the remuneration was accrued. And finally, it is also possible to analyze for each participant in multi-level marketing, from which particular components its total remuneration is invested. If there are accruals, then there should be agency payments. We have already looked at the three main modules in which the main work in the program is carried out. Distributors are the people who buy, the Sales module, which marks the purchase of a product or service, module Accruals of rewards, and now remains the fourth module, Money. Everything is simple here. We show when, in what way, to whom, and how much exactly was paid. At the same time, in the Distributors module, next to the required name, we have the paid amount and the organization's debt to the agent is recalculated. Also, the company can keep records of any other expenses, so that in analytical reporting, you can see the full picture, in terms of income, expenses, and monthly profits. And now let's look at a huge amount of management reporting that will help any leader to professionally manage a business. All analytical reports are neatly sorted into folders. The main folder contains financial statements. You will be able to control the total turnover of funds and view the current balances for each cash desk and bank account. It will be possible to control all types of expenses and their dynamics over time. The program will automatically calculate the profit for each month of your work. See current buying power with the average check report. Analyze which price segment buys the most products, and so on. Many financial reports. But in addition to money, it is also important to analyze the goods that you are selling. As in the case of money, first of all, you need to control total turnover and current balances of goods. Moreover, you can see not only the quantity, but also the cost of goods for each warehouse and branch. It is possible to display the exact number of products sold and compare product categories by popularity. Find products that are not popular. To eliminate lost profits, replenish stocks of running out of goods in advance. Our smart program can make a forecast for each type of product, which will show how many days the stock of those goods will last. Now, let's move on to the analysis of distributors. Track distributor rankings to see who's generating the most revenue for your organization. There's also a rating on the activity of agents. You can see who attracted the most partners. An important indicator of the development of multi-level marketing is the constant growth of the client base. You can view growth on a line graph for the entire period of work. It is also possible to compare the growth with the previous year by months. Great visualization of your work results. We have listed only a small part of all the features available in the program. You can find out more detailed information at the contacts listed on the official website, usu.kz. We work with organizations all over the world. Call or write to find out how we can automate your organization. Universal Accounting System. Manage your business properly.